Good morning, Year 1, and welcome to another maths lesson today. We have been doing lots of work on adding, and we are going to do a little bit more. This is our last lesson on adding today. We are continuing our adding by making 10 today. I know you did that yesterday, so we're going to do some more of that today. I'm going to share my screen with you, and we're going to check our recap and see what we remember from our learning so far. Here we go. I would like to know, how many more do we need to make 10? I've got 7. What do I need to get to 10? And 5 plus something makes 10. This is using some of our number bonds. And 10 equals 2 plus something. Another way of saying that could be 2 add something equals 10. Those are all questions about our number bonds. And what number is this? Read the number and have a go. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Put me on pause and have a go. Okay, great. You've had a go. Let's see what answers you got. How many more do we need to make 10? The answer was we need 3 more to make 10 because 7 plus 3 is 10. 5 add what makes 10? 5. Great work. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 equals 2 plus something, or 2 plus something equals 10. And that something is 8. 2 add 8 is 10. And what number is this? Well, it says 12, and it's 12. Great work, guys. So like I said, today we are adding by making 10. We did this yesterday. Remember, we get a sum, and we change the sum to make it a bit easier for us to count by making one of the numbers 10. Now, for this, you are going to need some cubes or pasta or beads, Lego. Lots of you have been using many different things around your house to help you. So I'm going to give you some time to go get that. Don't forget your pencil and paper as well. Okay, put me on pause and go and get them. Great, you've got them. Okay, we are ready to start. We are adding by making 10 today. So I know that this grid says 10. Because all of the grid has counters in it, which means it's 10. The other grid has 5 in it. This sum is 10 plus 5. We know what 10 plus 5 is. It's 15. So I can use this to help me figure out what 7 plus 8 is. Okay? I can use this to help me figure out what 7 plus 8 is. The first thing I have to do is write my sum. I'm going to write 7 plus 8. I've written my sum. Now I want to make this sum into 10 plus something. The number that we're changing is the first number. So this is the number I need to put in first, my 7, and this goes right at the top here. So I'm going to put my 7 in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got my 7 in. Now I need to add my next number. I add it in the table down here. My number is 8, so I need to add 8. So I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've added 8. I've got all my things ready to start. 7 plus 8 equals. I have to move the counters from this bottom one up to the top one. I have to fill out the entire grid so that it's full and makes 10. So let's see how many I have to move. 1, 2, 3. I had to move 3 counters. My sum now reads 10 plus 5. And we know that 10 plus 5 is, you think it's 15, and we can count to double check. Counting from our 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 7 plus 8 is 15. We made 10 to get our sum. Let me show you that again. We had our 7 and our 8. We have to move from this number to make this number 10. And we moved 1, 2, 3. This made this top one equal 10. Would we put more in this top one? No, because then our sum wouldn't make sense. We have to make sure 1 is in each of the squares. And there's 5 here. 10 plus 5. We said it was 15. We can count to double check, counting from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we've just worked out what 7 plus 8 is by making it 10. Great work, guys. So 7 add 8. We got our 7. We found our 8. We moved 3 counters to make the first part of our sum make 10. And then we counted on from 10 and we got 15. Fantastic. Let's see if we can do it with another one. So we know that 10 plus 3 equals 13. So we know that's 13 because we've got our 10 and we've got the 3. We put them together and that makes 13. So using that, we can figure out what 7 plus 6 is. The first thing I have to do is write my sum. 7 plus 6. I've got my sum. Now I need to figure out my sum. I have to put the counters down. So I'm going to put my counters down for 7 first. And I'm putting my counters down for 7 first because that is the first number of my equation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I keep going? No, I don't. Even though I've got more to add, I leave this square at 7. Okay, now I need to put in my 6. 7 plus 6. And it goes in this square here. So I'm going to add my 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now I've got 7 in the top column and 6 in the bottom column. I have to add them together. I want to make this top column equal 10. So I have to fill out all the squares at the top. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Now it reads 10 at my top. Now I add the bottom. 1, 2, 3. We can count on from 10 to find out our answer. 10, 11, 12, 13. 10 plus 3 is 13, so 7 plus 6 has to be 13. Amazing. I'm going to show that one more time for you. I got my 7. Oh, let's put those out properly. Thank you. I got my 7 and my 6. Here's my 7. Here's my 6. I need to make this top one equal 10. So I move 1, 2, 3 counters. It now makes 10 at the top. And I'm adding 3 to it, which is 10, 11, 12, 13. 10 plus 3 is 13. 7 plus 6 is 13. Fantastic. So by using 10 plus 3, we were able to figure out what 7 plus 6 was. We put our numbers down. We added them together by moving the counters to make 10. And, oh my goodness, it says 15. Absolutely not. It's 13. Okay? Always double check. Great work. So let's have a look. This time I've got 10 plus 4. 10 plus 4 is, thank you, it's 14. 10 plus 4 is 14. So we can figure out what 6 plus 8 is. 6 plus 8. First thing I have to do, thank you, the first thing I have to do is put my sum down. So I'm going to write 6 plus 8. My sum says 6 plus 8. Next, I need to put my 6 out. So I'm going to put my 6 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've put my 6 out. Now I need to put down the number that I'm adding, which is, thank you, it's 8. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't equal 8. Okay, what did I do? Great, thank you. It needs to equal 8. That was 6. 5, 6, 7, 8. Amazing. So now what I need to do is move some counters to the top square to make this number equal 10. So let's see if I can do that. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. Perfect. My top now equals 10. This one equals. I need to check again. Does my top one not equal 10? You're absolutely right. It has to equal 10. Otherwise, I haven't made 10 and I can't solve my sum correctly. So I need to move that one up there. Great. Now it equals 10. I had to move 4 this time to fill up my grid. 10 plus 4 equals, now you might already know this, but let's count on from our 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Brilliant. Which tells us that 6 plus 8 is 14. Very well done, guys. Let's check that again. Let's put these back. So my sum was 6 plus 8. And what did I do? I had made my 6, I made my 8, and I had to move my counters to get the sum. So I'm going to move my counters. 1, 2, 3, 4. I moved and they have filled up the entire grid, which means I now know that that makes 10. And I'm adding 4 to my 10, which gives me 14. Let's count to double check. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 6 plus 8 is 14. Brilliant job, guys. You're doing so well at this making 10. I've got my 6 plus 8. I make sure I add all of my counters. I move them along. 6 plus 8 is 14. Brilliant. Okay. You're going to do this one with me. So, my sum reads 10 plus 5. Can you shout out to me what 10 plus 5 is? 15. Very good. 10 plus 5 is 15. So, we can figure out what 6 plus 9 is. What is the first thing I need to do? Write my equation. Okay, I'm going to write my equation. You write your equation too. Off you go. Great, you've written your equation, so have I. 6 plus 9. Now the first thing I'm going to do is put in my 6. Where do I put in my 6? This one. No, thank you. I put it in the top one, so I'm going to put out my 6. Can you help me to count putting out my 6? Counting with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Amazing. Now, what do I do? I put out my 9. Okay, I'm going to start putting out my 9. 1, 2, 3. Stop. What's wrong? My 9 has to go in the bottom column. Great. Thank you. Thank you for double checking that. Let's put it in properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. I've placed my counters. 6 plus 9. I can now figure out what this is. What do I do? Absolutely, I have to move my counters. So let's move the counters. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect, I moved my counters and I can move on, and I moved too many counters. Why have I moved too many counters? You were absolutely right. I shouldn't have put 2 counters here. Well spotted. Is that better? Great. Now I can count. How many are at the top? 10. Very good. How many are here? 5. Fantastic. Make sure you write that down. 10 plus 5. What's 10 plus 5? You think it's 15? Okay, let's check. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we think that 6 plus 9 is 15. Great work, guys. Amazing. And we can double check. We had 6. We added our 9. We had to move 4 counters over to make it 10. And the sum became 10 plus 5, which is 15. Brilliant. Okay. Here is your first sum. it says, thank you, it says 7 plus 4. So I've got to put 7 plus 4 down, and I've got to figure out what I'm going to do to make it 10. Let's write down 7 plus 4. Okay, I've written down my 7 plus 4, and you're going to help me. 7 plus 4. I need to make this sum 10, and this time I haven't got something ahead of me to help give me an idea of what it could be. What can I do? Absolutely right. Let's start putting the counters down. Which counter do I start with, the 7 or the 4? The 7. Great, so I'm going to start with the 7. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great, I've got my 7 counters. Now what do I do? I add my 4 counters. Absolutely. Where am I going to put my 4 counters? In the bottom grid. Great, because that means I can move them. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got my 4 counters down. Am I done? No. Okay, what do I do now? I move the counters. Okay, I'm going to move the counters. 1. I don't move the counters from the top. No, because we're making the top make 10, so we don't move any counters from the top. Where do I move my counters from? This one. Fantastic. How many am I going to move? Okay, you tell me when to stop then. 1, 2, 3. Stop! Okay, I've stopped. What sum have I made then? How many is at the top? 10. Thank you. How many are here? 1. So my sum is 10 plus 1. What's 10 plus 1? 11. So 7 plus 4 has to be 11. Amazing. Well done, guys. So we just figured out what 7 plus 4 was. We changed it into 10. We moved our 3 and we made 10 plus 1, which is 11. Great. Okay, your turn. First, we're going to write out the sum. So, let's write out the sum. 7 plus 6. Okay, 7 plus 6. I'm going to give you a few minutes. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to put your counters out and then stop. Put your counters out and then stop. Okay, 2 minutes. Off you go. Put me on pause. Okay, great. You've put your counters out. I'm going to have a go putting out my counters. Check that I get it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I need to put out 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. I put out my counters. Oh, I didn't put out those counters correctly. Thank you. Let's move them sensibly so we can work out our sum. Okay, does yours look like this? Great, we can move on. What do I need to do now? Fantastic, I need to move these counters. Where am I moving the counters? Up to the top to make it make 10. Okay, have a go. Fantastic, you should have moved your counters. So let's see, I'm going to move mine. We moved 1, 2, 3. Is that what you got? Perfect. Now you're going to have a go adding the 2 together. Remember to add this one plus this one. I'm going to have a go too. I'm going to leave it where you can see it. So add these 2 together. I'm adding mine. You written it down? Great. What did you get? 10. Fantastic. I got 10 too. And then 4. That's not 4. How do you know that's not 4? You counted it. 1, 2, 3. You're absolutely right. Well done. It's 10 plus 3, which is 13. We can count on to check. 10, 11, 12, 13, which means 7 plus 6 must be 13. Amazing. You're getting so good at this. We changed our 7 and 6. We made it into 10 plus 3, which gave us the sum. Naughty. 10 plus 4 is 14. See, you always need to check Miss Manford's work because it's actually, what is it? 10 plus 3, 13. Great work, guys. Okay. So, your turn. Can you do 6 plus 5 all by yourself? Okay. You're going to do 6 plus 5 completely by yourself. Yeah? What is the first thing you have to do? Write your equation. Okay. Once you've written your equation, what do? You find the 6. Great. And then what do? You find the 5. Do you put them in the same grid? No, you don't. You put them in separate grids. Then what do? You move counters to make 10. Absolutely. Then you count on from 10. Great. Okay. I'm going to give you 4 minutes. Have a go. I'm going to have a go too. Okay. Have you had a go? You have. Brilliant. Let's see if we got the same thing. So, our sum was 6 plus 5. You needed to move your counters. And what sum did you get? 10 plus 1, which is what? 11, absolutely. So 6 plus 5 is 11. Amazing work, everyone. 6 plus 5 becomes 11. Great, amazing. Last one to do by yourself. Are you ready? 6 plus 8. I'm not going to leave you any clues this time. 6 plus 8. Can you figure out 6 plus 8? Remembering your steps, we write the equation, you put out the 6 and the 8, then you move, then you count on from 10. Perfect. Okay. 3 minutes. Off you go. Putting me on pause now. Fantastic. You should have had a go by now. So let's see what we came up with. So the first thing you did was write your equation. Okay. Then you added your 6 and your 8. Fantastic. Then what did you have to do? You had to move your sum. Absolutely, you did. You moved your counters. So let's see. You can help me move mine. I move my counters. 1, 2, 3, 4. What did you get? You got 10 plus 4. What is 10 plus 4? 14, absolutely. Which means 6 plus 8 must be 14. And we can double check it's 14 by counting on. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well done, guys. You've done so much making by 10. And you got all the answers. So this time, you're going to have a go at the worksheet, okay? Remember to use your cubes or pasta or Lego or anything that you're using at home to help you. Have a go. Remember, you can go back to the video if you need to. And remember to write your sum first. Great work, guys. Okay. You're going to do an amazing job on this. This is our last adding lesson. Good luck. Bye.